see the parameter pages. We have English or Chinese language, and we can also put in the program into different kinds of languages like Russian, like Turkish or Korean. But before we change the language, you need to translate for us. We'll provide you an Excel format, in Excel Word paper that you can fill. We can translate to the words that we explain one by one. So now we see the English part here. This is the first part. Auto packing is to show this machine what is the situation running of this machine right now. Now you see the speed is 0 because we haven't turned it on. The back counter, it means that how many bags this machine has been made right now. We can reset it to 0. Fuel counter means how many times this machine fuel. We can also reset it. This is filling bag. When we press filling bag, then the auger filter will fill. Or there is something else on the top, like if we want to pack granary, we put volumetric cup filler or tin head waver, multi-head waver, or linear head waver, different types. But this controlling the filling bag, it means that we turn on this weaving system. Testing means the main packing machine will be testing whether this machine can pack, can make the bag exactly to the bag size and or nice looking. Then we can test it before it actually running. Eye mark, we need to turn it on because we turn it on eye mark, then we can sense. We can use the photocell to sense the black marks on the film to cut exactly the bag size, the bag width, bag length. Sorry. Here. And the second, manual. Manual means that for each of these functions, it can function separately. Before actually running this machine, we test every part of this machine to check whether it runs, every part runs well or not. Then we can actually run it. Delivery film. It means that to test in the motor whether it can deliver the film accurately or not. Horizontal sealing. This is horizontal seal. This is cutting for the cutter. Making one empty bag to check the bag whether the bag is nice looking or not, and the bag size bag is correct or not. Vertical seal to track whether the vertical seal and the horizontal seal can work properly or not. Withdraw material. Withdraw material means to drop the material once to see whether it can catch up the time of sealing or not. Fill once, it means feeding the material once. Sometimes some of these things do not have to use, so you can test it. It depends on each bag, each different models of packing machines, and also your function required. Sometimes we don't have the gasket bag because if you want to pack pillow bag only, you don't need a gasket bag, then this function will be off. Every time you press it, no function at all. And bag support is for the big machine where we have this bag support here. Okay. Function. From this function, you can see all the pulses coming, all the signals going on through, whether this can run correctly or not, accurate or not, here. But you don't need to change anything here. What we want to check is the parameter page. But every time we set up the machine before delivery, we have already set up all the program inside. So you have to record every program in advance before you're running. So you can record everything inside. So, but when you when you maybe change something, the parameter, some data is wrong, you can turn it on, turn it back to see whether it is wrong or not, then you can reset it. We can set up program 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It depends on how many grams you want to pack. For example, 100 grams, 200 grams, 300 grams, you can set up each parameters. Each of them, they have different parameters. The back length we can change, but all of these other things we don't need to change because our engineer has already set up. The speed you can change, but when you change the speed, you need to set up the surface frequency to be higher. See, all of these things no need to change. There are 2 pages. Here's cutter delay, gusset back delay. Auger numbers turns. It means how many turns that this auger screw will be turned. You know, all of these parameters we have on our menus, you can check carefully. Align temperature align. When there's something happened, for example, the temperature does not work, so it will align. And there's no fume, it will align. When it's aligned, there was some red words were shining here, so you can see it very clearly. Ribbon alarm means that there's no ribbon, you need to change new one. I mark line, emergency. All of these things you can find in our menus.